2 Corinthians 12:9. But he said to me, My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly about my weakness, so that Christ's power may rest on me. That's showing us that when we relent, when we give up the power that we have in this world, we give up our strength, we take that strength and what we know and we lay it down and let God take over and exert his strength and ability in our life, that's when we see true strength. That's whenever we allow him to work, that we see the strength and the purpose and the power that he has. When we give up what we have, which is nothing compared to his, when we give that up and let him work, when we give him the reins, then we truly see the power. God's power is totally useless if we don't allow him to apply it. He's worthless if we don't allow him to work in our life. He has no purpose if we don't allow him to take over the purpose of our lives. If he has all the power in the universe, it doesn't matter one iota if we don't allow him to use it in our lives. So it's like, that's what he's saying there when he says that, what does it say? It says, my power is made perfect in weakness. So when you are weak and you say, Dad, I need help, I can't do this, I take over and I cook. When you tell me, Dad, take over, I take over. When you say lay them hands, I lay them hands. When you say apply that power, I apply it. So if we don't let him do it, it means nothing. And you know, the funny thing is, I was talking to somebody today and we were talking about how there are a lot of people in this world, people like me even, that have been through a lot of things simply because of maybe my past, like because I used to be a rainbow person and a witch and stuff. Many of you would, and many of you have, just throw me away. Like, because, well, look at his past though. Ooh, he was laying down next to men. Ooh, wait a minute. So he was casting spells. Ooh, no, thank you. I cannot fellowship with that. He might call himself a Christian now, but look at all the stuff that he was doing. Well, look at Paul. Look at all the apostles. I mean, look at Rahab before she helped the people hide them in the walls in the city. Look at what she was doing. Look how she made the money to buy the food that she was feeding the Israelites that were hiding in the city walls. I mean, look at anybody that God used in the Bible. Look back in Genesis 38, the story of Tamar. Look what she did to gain her righteousness. Like, I mean, look at anybody in the Bible. Look at any of them and how they came to the place where they were redeemed. Look at any of them. We all have a past. Every single one of you has a past. Every Christian has a past. And you can't just throw people away. And without my past, there would be no testimony. If I was raised in church and my parents told me from birth, you're going to be a Christian, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I just was like, okay. I didn't have my own mind and I didn't have my own will and I didn't go outside of all that, then I wouldn't have a single testimony at all. I'm somebody that used to be a rainbow person and a witch that was teaching witchcraft to people. I was a psychic. I was mean. I was hateful. I was competitive and judgmental and yada, yada, yada. I was a published scientist in multiple scientific fields that are not just surface level fields. The deepest, most obscure branches of science, of biology that nobody goes into because it's too hard. I was getting published in that field, those kind of fields, multiple of those obscure niche fields. And I gave up all those things. I was engaged to a man. I gave up all that past and I fed all those things to the fire that is the Holy Spirit and let him take over in my life and cook. So yeah, I have a testimony and yeah, I have a past just like we all do. If you throw me away from my past, you will totally miss my testimony. And by missing my testimony, you're missing the power of God.